Well, hey, it's Pastor Seth here with you again. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening to this. My prayer is that it would encourage you, mainly that it would encourage you to pick up your Bible and read it for yourself. You know, we have this book that is a miracle. It is a blessing. It is a gift. Men and women throughout the centuries have died to translate it and to bring it, and we have it so freely. And friend, I know I do, and I imagine maybe you wrestle with the same thing. We take it for granted. We don't read it. We don't meditate on it. We don't let it influence our mind. We're reading other things. We're consumed by other things. But we have this book that's written to us by the creator of the universe who wants to communicate to us. So please pick it up and read it for yourself. I'm going through Psalm 73 this week in these videos. It was part of my Bible reading plan. And the last one I talked about, the kind of first part of the psalm where the psalmist says, hey, my foot had almost slipped because I was envious of the wicked. And then he goes on to describe the wicked and how their life is easy and comfortable and secure. And it seems that they're getting everything that they want in life, all the good things. He says in verse 12 that he describes them with this phrase, and this is so American: always at ease, they increase in riches. Isn't that what we want? We want to be always at ease and increasing in riches. It's like the most American Western thing. Always at ease, they increase in riches. That might be how we would define the good life. And the psalmist, in comparison, he's looking at his life and it's like, man, it's hard following God. I'm not getting ahead. I have to say no. I can't cut corners. You know, I have to do things right. And then in verse 16, listen to this. But when I thought how to understand this, it seemed to me a wearisome task. It seems messed up, seems wrong. God, why aren't your people getting ahead? Why are people who don't want anything to do with you and just aren't following you, why are they getting ahead? And then he says this: until I went into the sanctuary of God, then I discerned their end. And this is their end. Truly you set them in slippery places. You make them fall to ruin. How they are destroyed in a moment, swept away utterly by terrors, like a dream when one awakes. O Lord, when you rouse yourself, you despise them as phantoms. Jesus tells a parable in Luke chapter 12 where there's a rich man and he has an incredible harvest, and so he doesn't have a place to store all the harvest, and so he decides, I'm gonna tear down my barns and I'm gonna build bigger ones so I can store it. And the voice of God, or an angel, I don't remember, comes to him and says, you fool, this very night your life will be demanded of you, and what are you going to have to show for it? You were rich in the things of earth, but you were not rich towards God. And that's exactly what Psalm 73 is getting at. He goes into the sanctuary of God, and then he remembers, he like pans back, he gets the bigger perspective. Guess what? People who are wicked, maybe they have and they don't follow God. They want nothing to do with him. They mock his ways. They reject his word. They make life difficult for his people. Those people, guess what? Their end is destruction. God will not be mocked. A day is coming when every person will stand equal before him, not with their stuff, not with anything, but it will just be with what they have done, what they have invested their life in, who they have known. And the psalmist is sobered, and he remembers, and his foot is kept from slipping by his realization that is the end of the wicked. What he's seeing right here is a snapshot. Looks pretty good, this snapshot. But when you put what will happen at the end on that, man, that's a sobering truth and reality. See, the Bible just gives us perspective. That's why I hope you pick it up and read it for yourself this week.